Hello, in today's video we're going to look at some fake Ergobaby carriers and I'm going to show you how to spot them. So Ergobaby is a great brand. They do very safe carriers, they're very supportive, they're really great. They're very popular, which is the problem because they are faked constantly. Okay, so one thing with buying a carrier is to basically never buy it off Amazon or eBay. Even if they are, even if Amazon itself is an authorized retailer for Ergo, for instance, it's very difficult to spot who is actually selling it to you. Is it a seller within Amazon or is it Amazon itself? So it's very tricky for that. And eBay is just full of fakes as well. So really just steer clear of that. If you want to buy, just buy directly either from Ergo or you can buy via me or the small retailers who are authorized, and we are listed on the Ergobaby website if you want to check. If you are always in doubt, if the price is looking too good to be true, it probably is. So always check that the retailer is actually authorized. Even an authorized retailer could be selling fake, so it's very difficult to know. If you're going to buy second-hand, it's your choice. These are quite pricey, so I understand lots of people want to buy them second-hand. What I find most luck is buying them from baby wearing selling groups, and still there sometimes the person don't even know that they've got a fake carrier. Okay, so best is just to buy new, to be honest, from one of us. Right, here I've got Ergo Omni Mesh. So this one is 100% genuine because I bought it directly from Ergo for the Sling library. So I know it is not fake. And so that's what it looks like. I'm just going to clip it all in so you can see. Okay. So that's what it looks like. And here I've got a fake Ergo Omni 360. It's not from Ergo for sure. And here we are. So how do you know which one is fake, which one is real? So for me it's really easy because I handle them all day long and I can tell straight away from picking up that this is the fake one. Okay, so first of all you can see there's a slight difference in color. It's very difficult to tell like that, but it's the weight. So I have weighed them. There's 300 gram difference, which is massive. Sometimes they can vary slightly, also whether you have the pocket or not. But 300 gram is a massive difference. So I know immediately that this is a fake. Okay, so slight difference in color. The smell, you can smell it like chemically, if you see what I mean. This smells much nicer. And the way it feels. So the straps, this feels a lot rougher, especially around the mesh part, than this one. It's a lot softer, it glides. There's a different thickness, which is very small, but I can totally feel it when I squish it. And the way it squishes and the noise it makes. So they sound different, and this is something like it would be very difficult for you to tell if you don't handle them all day. So so definitely smell, feel, everything. You can tell this is very rough. This is really lovely. And then the stitching. So here, that's usually a giveaway. So here it's all like nicely, it's very neat. And here you can see, already this tells you that this is a fake. What else did I notice? The labels are usually exactly the same, so it's very hard to tell from that. But here, the way this label was stitched, so this is the real one. And you can see it's all stitched quite nicely. And this one is totally off center. So you see, like, this is just not straight on this. The way the waist belt feels, so this is like super hard. This is a lot softer, so when you bang it you don't feel the same. This is a lot thinner. This feels like there's just literally cardboard in there. This is just a lot thicker and then a lot more squishier, so you can tell from that. And then like pretty much all the stitching is very bad on this Ergo fake one. You can see the stitching a lot, which you don't see here. So they've actually used it's very hard to show, but they've used like actually different color threads, so you can actually see the threading. And then the way the mesh is, so if you hold it up at the light, you can see it's a very different pattern from this one. So again, that takes a trained eye to learn that. The amount of padding in the headrest is very different as well. And often you can see the buttons, they're just not quite right. It's not, so on the buttons you've got the Ergobaby logo printed on, and sometimes it's just comes off the edges, so that's another thing. Same on the buckles, so it should be like nice and neat straight in the middle. And this one you can see it's just a little bit smaller, so it's very hard to show because it's a super small detail, but it doesn't take up the same amount of space on the buckle. The buckles are really different looking, so these are like a bit more rounded, and these are like a little bit longer and straighter, so that's one way also to know. And the webbing as well, so it's very lovely and slippery on the real one. On the fake one it's like a lot rougher. So these are some of the indications that this is a fake one. Like the labels are usually quite well copied. So they've put exactly the same thing all the way to like the little sticker and stuff. But here you can see again like the stitching, just quite bad, it's just off. And they usually use the same languages that you would see on the label. So yeah, there you go. Reason why not use a fake, because you might think, okay, well, it's a fake, but it's fine. It really isn't. The reason for that, we don't know what type of chemical they're using to dye the fabric. Almost all babies will end up like sucking on it. You don't know what's in there. It could be very dangerous. And I'm going to show you again why. So this one is quite safe. It's all right. This is a copy of an Ergo original. So a really long time ago they had this print. It was a collaboration, and I once had a lady who came with this one, and we put her baby in, and this is what happened. And then luckily nothing bad happened before she started using it, but this is the shoulder straps. Okay, so like a lot of weight goes on that. Ta-da! Okay, so you don't need me to just keep going to give you an idea of why you should ditch the fake one. Other way to know is look at the box. So again, it's hard to tell with the colors, but I could tell straight away that the ink is not the same. It's kind of running out, and the color is not the same. I've seen literally hundreds of boxes like this, so I can tell straight away. If you can see, like, I don't know, there's just something off about it. Ergo are just very, like, everything's just so perfect, so well made. So something like this, you know that they wouldn't have used a box like this, because they wouldn't have given it, because it had the ink looks like it's just running out, or it's just a bit off. So this one was again another lady who came. She bought it off another lady who thought somebody had gifted it to her and bought it straight from like John Lewis, but I could tell straight away it was a fake. It was very lightweight, and immediately the waist belt, the lumbar support, I just knew this is just a piece of cardboard in it. Everything about this feels fake. It's extremely light, so there's no weight to it. So I had a good look around. Like the color is not exactly the same on the logo. Same here, it's like all fraying. Everything, like the writing on the buttons just come off the edge. The webbing feels different. Everything stinks as well. And then this just was straight away. Like, it just came off because it was just so crap anyway. So that's the slider. So you can slide the chest strap up and down. Also, it slides way too easily. It usually has a little bit of resistance, and it just basically came out like this, so you know it's a fake. So it's a big problem. It's a massive problem because it's not fair. and it's not fair to put your baby at risk, and they really prey on parents who are broke because they've got kids, they can't afford things. So if you're not sure, you could contact Ergo. You can ask them, tell them where you bought it from, and they might ask you for some pictures. Bring it to me. I can't tell from pictures, but I need to feel and just see it. Or weighing usually is the big thing. So if it's way off, just message me anytime or your local sling consultant, and then do a weighing difference and see if there's a massive difference in weight. Or take it to your sling library. Usually they're able to tell, but not always. Sometimes it's very, very hard to tell. So yeah, that's it. Sorry to break bad news to you, but this is what happens. Anyway, have a lovely day. Bye bye.